If your Fidelity account is paying you dividends and that money is just sitting there in cash, you are seriously missing out on the power of compounding. Today, I'm going to walk you step by step through how to turn on dividend reinvestment, also known as DRIP, and I'll explain why this one simple setting can completely change your financial future. So, what exactly is DRIP? It stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Here's how it works. When a stock or an ETF you own pays you a dividend, instead of that money just landing in your account as cash, Fidelity automatically uses it to buy more shares of that exact same investment. So, if you get a dividend from your favorite ETF, that money immediately buys you a little bit more of that ETF. This means you own more shares. And what happens when you own more shares? Your next dividend payment is even bigger. It's a simple, beautiful cycle that builds on itself. This isn't just about collecting a little extra cash. It's about growing your ownership in the companies you believe in, automatically and effortlessly. All right, let's get this set up. It takes less than 2 minutes. Once you're in, look at the top menu bar and click on Accounts and Trade. A drop-down menu will appear. From there, select Account Features. This page has a lot of information, so you'll need to scroll down a bit. Look for the section titled Brokerage and Trading. Under that section, you'll find a link that says Dividends and Capital Gains. Click on that. Fidelity will then show you a list of all the stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds you own in that account. Next to each one, you'll see your current setting for dividends. For each position you want to change, simply select Reinvest in Security. After you've made your selections, just confirm the changes, and that's it. You're done. Your dividends will now automatically work to grow your portfolio. Now, why is this such a powerful way to build wealth? It all comes down to the magic of compounding, which in this case means ownership growth. Let's imagine a simple example. Say you own 100 shares of an ETF, and it pays an annual dividend of $1 per share. If you have DRIP turned on, that $100 is immediately used to buy more shares of that ETF. Let's say the share price allows you to buy 3 more shares. Now, you own 103 shares instead of 100. The next year, when the dividend is paid, you're not getting paid on 100 shares anymore. You're getting paid on 103 shares. It might seem small at first, but over 10, 20, or 30 years, this effect snowballs into something massive. Your small, consistent reinvestments grow into a much larger ownership stake over time, all without you lifting a finger. This strategy is particularly effective in long-term, tax-advantaged accounts. Think about your Roth IRA, your traditional IRA, or even custodial accounts you've set up for your kids. In these accounts, you're not planning to touch the money for decades, which gives compounding the maximum runway to work its magic. The absolute key here is time. The earlier you start reinvesting your dividends, the more powerful the compounding effect will become. Someone who starts at age 25 will have a massive advantage over someone who waits until they reach 45, even if they invest the same amount. So if you have a long time horizon, set it, forget it, and let time and compounding do the heavy lifting for you. Consistency is your best friend on this journey. Of course, there are some situations where you might not want to reinvest. When might you choose to take the cash instead? The most common scenario is if you re-retired or nearing retirement and plan to use that dividend income to cover your living expenses. In that case, having the dividends paid out as cash makes perfect sense. It's part of your income strategy. But for the vast majority of people who are still in the wealth-building phase of their lives, reinvesting is almost always the smarter long-term move. It prioritizes growth over immediate income, which is exactly what you want when you have years or decades ahead of you. So there you have it. One small setting, tucked away inside your Fidelity account, can unlock decades of automated wealth creation. It's one of the simplest and most effective things you can do for your financial future. Go turn on dividend reinvestment for your long-term holdings. Stay consistent, and let your ownership grow all on its own. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more tips to help you build wealth.